You just told me you were covered in piss. Like, what did you expect me to say?
Wasn't. Hi guys, welcome back to the Heel Project. We are back with our Predictions Show for Crown Jewel. Link's making allegations against me. Also, welcome back, Link.
You just told me you were covered in piss. Like, what did you expect me to say?
Wasn't. I said it was pissing down today. You may even hear it during the recording at some point today. Yeah, I mean, we got Crown Jewel this Thursday, boys. We've actually got a pay-per-view that's on at at a reasonable time. 5 o'clock start for us. So, I mean,
it's really, really good.
They could have maybe...
Can I just point something out there? Because we've had these before. We've had the pay-per-views on early. And we'll watch the pay-per-view. And then as soon as the pay-per-view finishes, despite the fact it being quite early, we'll all go, I'm knackered and need to go to bed now. Like every single time. It'll be on early. It'll finish at like 9 o'clock. And we'll be like, oh, just need to go to bed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Starts at 5 till 9, 4-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's like a 4-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah, 4 hour.
Usually.
They normally are, yeah.
Yeah, and remember, one of them ended up with Goldberg versus Undertaker.
That's why they were called Saudi Mania, wasn't it? You know, it's
And now we're going to get Goldberg versus Bobby. Yay.
Yeah. Right, we'll get to that one, though. We'll jump into predictions for it, and I'll sort of work my way up the list backwards, the ones I've got, because we'll start off with Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali. We're all going Mansoor, so I'll move on to the next one.
That's a good idea.
Edge Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell match. Don't forget.
I'm going Edge, and I always go Seth Rollins. I'm gonna go Edge.
Who won the last one?
Seth won the last one.
Did he?
And I always go Seth.
So
I'm going to say Edge this time.
Pete was in before. Pete was in with me before we started this, and he was going through them all, he was saying that they're all pretty straightforward. And I was looking at it, I was going, well, there's a couple here that could go both ways, and this is definitely one of them.
Like, never mind. I'm not going to make that joke.
I think they're going to carry on the story for a bit. And it's going to flip-flop back
we're in Saudi Arabia.
They're not going to continue the story anymore. One of them's being drafted to a different brand, so it's not going to continue.
Edge is one for me.
I think Edge is probably your right choice, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
This is going to be the final. They're going to have that big payoff, and they're going to end it with a babyface win, I imagine.
Maybe a sort of semi-reunion. Do we think maybe at Survivor Series they could be on the opposite
opposing teams? Yeah, brands. It's possible.
And then, I mean, you never know. They might end up picking it up again after Survivor Series. Don't know. But I think you're kind of right. I think well, Edge. I'll go Edge as well. You know, I'll go Edge.
Hang on, are they on separate brands?
No, hang on. No,
Did they both get drafted to Raw?
I don't know. I didn't keep up with every little bit of that.
I know Edge definitely got drafted to Raw.
Well, Seth was on SmackDown.
I'm fairly sure Becky's been drafted to Raw.
Well, they would usually keep Seth on Raw.
Keep them together, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Not always, but as they've just had a baby.
Seth has been on SmackDown.
But Edge was on SmackDown as well on Friday.
Yeah, that's why they were both on SmackDown. The draft doesn't come into play until after this pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember whether they're getting separated by that. I'm not sure.
Well, would that sway your choice?
Well, I mean, it makes it more possible for them to. No, more possible. Is that even whatever? It makes it possible for the story to continue.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously, if they're being separated by the draft, they're less likely to continue the story. Mm-hmm. That's my only thinking with that. But I'm going to go Edge anyway.
Yeah, I think either way, Edge needs it.
Well, we'll go for an Edge all round here. Drop for Celina Vega in the Queen's Crown tournament final. I gotta say, compared to the men's one, I'm quite underwhelmed for this one.
20-second match.
20-second match? What?
Maybe 30-second match. Yeah, it's not going to be long.
Seconds match. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were saying it was like Dewdrop's 20-second match or something. I was like, what? 20 seconds.
I think Dewdrop's probably going to get it. Actually,
I think Vega.
Yeah, I mean,
I really think she
was let go. They've given her a job back.
I think Vega's going to take this one.
I think Vega needs it more, but Dewdrop's on a massive push, and I don't think she's got a loss to her name yet.
Don't think it'll damage her too much to lose this though.
I'm going to go Dewdrop because she's it's homegrown. Is that the right word? Because obviously she was in NXT UK, but Obviously, she was about before that, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's been in ICW for years.
I'll go Doudrop because she's homegrown, recently homegrown, and from the other brands.
I mean, to be fair, on that,
Celina, but she didn't do the NXT UK, so I'm going to go with that one.
No, she did the normal NXT.
Yeah, but then didn't Doudrop do NXT as well?
No, I don't believe she did.
Did she not? I'm sure she had a couple of matches on NXT,
didn't she?
Yeah, Piper Niven went straight to the main roster from the UK. She may have gone there for one appearance or something, but
right, I'll go Doudrop.
Yeah, and I've gone Vega.
Split the difference then, Link.
I can't, can I? There is no split the difference. I'm going neither of them. I've got to pick one because it's tournament final, so they're going to have a definitive winner.
That's what I meant, but maybe I just said the wrong phrasing.
I'm going to go Vega.
Yeah.
And that one literally could go either way.
To be honest, I don't know what they're going to do with the Queen's Crown, because at least the men's one, see that in a segue, Finn Balor versus Woods, I think might actually have some sort of use if they use it right going forwards for titles.
Well,
we all know who's going to win this.
I don't think we do.
I don't think we do.
I don't think we do.
So just because you're Pete, I'm guessing you're saying Woods.
100%.
Because Woods has been saying it. Woods say about it, and then we've been talking. Problem is, we've talked about that a lot on our podcast and on our predictions.
Yeah.
Because we've
Woods
said it, is the reason I'm going to go Finn Balor.
No, I've wanted Woods to get something, and Woods needs this so bad.
Woods has asked for this for years and years and years, and built for it for years and years and years. How much of a big middle finger would it be for them to say, "Yeah, we're not giving him," but at the same time, giving it to somebody else who the fans still love? That way, it's not going to cause a complete rebellion, but obviously, it will put Woods to a position where he could possibly start to look at going a little bit more against the fans, possibly. I'm not saying it's definitely happening, but I mean, I could see it going that way. Plus, you've got the Prince becoming the Demon King.
Yeah, they alluded to that the other day, didn't they? So yeah,
it's
for me. I've got to admit, it's New Day's lost a bit for me, and I think with Kofi and Xavier Woods.
Did you say the New Day is lost or has lost a bit to me?
They've lost a bit of momentum for me.
Oh yeah, Big E is world champion.
No, because he's not really.
But he's not really with them at the moment, though, is he?
This is why I think this will push them up a bit more and have King Woods. He will make this so good. He'll come out of the crown and he'll make it so good. He's so good.
But it's almost like the hometown thing, isn't it? Where a wrestler will barely ever win in their hometown. Like they'll always make them lose in their hometown. And this seems like that sort of thing, which is like it's almost custom made for Xavier Woods to win it because everyone knows he wants it. Everyone knows he's. But do you know what? As well, though, I don't even think that he would be upset losing it because I think he would see this as well and go, everybody's always wanted. Like I've wanted this for so long, and I've talked about it for so long. It would make a better story for him to lose it.
I think he would, but I think it's going to be a pain a little bit backwards.
The thing is, at the same time, he's had what 15 tag titles. Titles. And at the same time, like Woods, this is the first time Woods has been at the top of the King of the Ring stuff. Like, if they're going to make this a regular thing, and especially with it maybe finishing in Crown Jewel until whilst they got this deal, it might be better that he loses it this year and wins it next
time. That's where I'm going with it as well, to be fair.
So are you going Finn or Woods?
I think I'm going to go Finn. And do you know what? I don't mind either way with this because I really do like both guys, and I'd be happy to see either one of them win it. I think I'd love to see Woods win it, if I'm honest. But
I would love it. I love it, but I think I got a feeling Finn's going to.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Finn.
Especially as they built him up so highly for the... That was the last pay-per-view, wasn't it? Against Roman with the Demon and whatnot.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, he was in a world title match at the last pay-per-view, and now he's going to...
I just think someone will cut the rope and would win.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens again, we are something's going on. Goldberg, Bobby Lashley, no holds barred match. We all going Bobby Lashley.
Goldberg.
You actually?
I'm gonna go Goldberg.
Do you know what? I'm actually looking forward to this match. As weird as it sounds, I'm actually looking forward to this match because there's no title involved.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
and there's a little bit of story involved with the whole thing where Goldberg's kid got involved and fucking nearly got killed because he was trying to jump on the back of someone that he just shouldn't have been anywhere near.
This is what I'm thinking.
I'll be honest, I'll probably eat my dinner at this point during the show.
I'm thinking the story.
Although I'll have to eat quick.
The story from the last one, being in Saudi, Goldberg being a big star, I can see him taking it.
I'm sure as well. I said this before, but I'm pretty sure it's Goldberg's last match
and I
on this contract. But
yeah, I can't see him taking a big loss in Saudi. Could be his last match potentially. I can't see him losing, and they're going to give him a bit of a send off.
He's a crown jewel specialist, isn't he?
Yeah, and it's in Saudi. If it wasn't in Saudi, I'd say, look, he's lost. But because he's there.
Specialist. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Link? Goldberg or Bobby?
Well, they've just put the Hurt Business back together as well. So I'm gonna go Bobby. I'm gonna say that we're gonna get interference because it's no holds barred.
Yeah.
And the interference is gonna cost Goldberg, and that's how that's gonna go down. Even if it's a case of the two guys on the outside, like Fret and Gage or something, and that's how that happens or comes about. But yeah, I'm gonna go Bobby.
I'm quite happy. I'm gonna stick with my Bobby then, even though we've. I had a feeling all three of us might go for it straight off, but you do you, Pete. You do you. Big E, Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship.
Big E.
Oh yeah, Big E. Anything else to add on that one, really, boys? It's just a case of just giving him a decent size dude with a.
I'll be completely honest.
Level.
I'm really not even looking forward to it. I think it's going to be quite a boring match. I think this is probably the most boring match of the night.
Mansoor Mustafa Ali's better, is it?
I think possibly. Yeah. Genuinely think possibly.
Mansoor could wrestle.
Well, the only difference is with
he has got better. I will give him credit.
It'll be the only match that the crowd actually react to as well. So
what, the Mansoor Mustafa Ali? Yeah. He'll be cheering in the crowd. What's he won? Nothing. Because even on my sheet, I haven't even ended up accidentally putting it down as singles match or anything. It's just nothing next to it.
Yeah, it's the this will be the co-main event. It'll be the second to last match. Mansoor versus Ali will be the second to last match. It'll be the co-main event.
Probably will be as well. Yeah.
Guarantee it.
That's fantastic. RK Bro versus Styles and Amos.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a retain.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't realise that match was on the card.
Yeah. According to Wikipedia sources,
it is.
My sources of my sources, according to them, it's
sources of sources.
Well, people put it up there themselves, don't they? So their sources have said. So it's my sources of their sources.
Yeah, no, I can see a retain. I can't see him losing this. There's going to be more of a story behind it to happen.
I agree. I don't know, but I do feel like we are just currently just waiting for somebody else to be built up to take it off of RK Bro instead of Styles and Amos. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's odd that this is the second time they've tried to win it back. This is like their second rematch.
I think they're going to go. They're going to lose it through. I think they're going to lose it through a split, and it'll be an Orton Riddle breakup. And I can't see it happening yet.
Tag team champions who hate each other.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's going to be RK out of nowhere, but it's not yet. I can see maybe Survivor Series, something like that.
I'm going to go for Styles and Amos.
Go on, then. Why not? Make a difference. Again, no surprise at the current state. I am not really interested in the tag team division.
The thing is, like, Styles and Amos are kind of going to get lost in the shuffle. They've obviously decided they're going to keep them together for a while, so it makes more sense for them to become champion again. RK Bro is not a long-lasting tag team. No. That's not going to last for long now. So it makes less sense for them to be the champions.
I could easily see Matt Riddle being a Chris Jericho of his era in terms of tag teams. So you know the how many's Jericho had it? What, 5 different
I haven't got a clue. A lot though.
I think we might end up seeing Matt Riddle doing that.
We need that because Riddle bored me as a singles better.
I mean, he kind of bores me all round, if I'm deadly honest. So it's
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch. Bianca Belair.
Now let's say it in English.
Oh. Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair. Despite me reading.
Being
Becky Lynch. Bianca Belair. Sasha Banks.
There you go.
If you would like a job as the third member of the Heel Project,
in a triple threat match.
Just do it. Just do it. Gotta be better than me.
Please.
I have no doubt this will be a good match.
It'll be a good match. It'll be Sasha or Belair getting pinned by Sasha or Belair. It definitely won't be. Oh yeah, Becky will not be involved in the ending of the match. It's for the SmackDown title. She's just been drafted to Raw, so yeah, she's going to lose the belt, but she's not going to be involved in the ending, which keeps her looking good. Like it's obviously what's going to happen. I would imagine. So personally,
I was going to go Becky before you'd reminded me that she'd been drafted.
I think Sasha's got it. I think Sasha's taking it. I think.
Bloody hell.
Belair's only just had her run. I think Sasha will play the dirty heel role. She'll probably throw Becky out just after Becky hits a finisher or something and pin Belair for the 1, 2, 3. Or even pin Becky for the 1, 2, 3 after Belair hits Becky with a finisher. But yeah, I think Sasha's taking it. I think Sasha's walking out as the champion.
Pete?
Yeah, Becky.
You are...
And I'm going to go for Becky for one reason, and I reckon
because you enjoy being wrong.
At Survivor Series, you're going to see
wow.
Charlotte and Becky at Survivor Series fight for one belt, and I think the roster's going to be too small for two belts. I think they're going to go for one women's belt.
Do you know what? I'd like for that to happen. But they've literally just done a draft where they fucking split the women into two different rosters again. They wouldn't have even bothered with that if that was going to be the case.
I think they still have two rosters, but you'll have the champion that can go back and forth like they was with the men's.
No.
I think they'll do that just for the women's.
We'll see, but I don't see it happening.
That's what I want to happen. One belt.
I mean, it would make sense, and obviously to say obviously the women's tag titles are supposed to jump between.
Yeah.
But I don't even know who the women's tag champions are at the moment, to be honest with you.
Nikki Ash.
Oh, Nikki Ash and
Rhea
Ripley, isn't it? Yeah, fair point.
I could see the women's. It's just the roster's not big enough for me to have two belts, and it's boring me. There's the same 3 or 4 matches every single time.
I'll make it a triple threat between us then, and I'll just stick it out and go Bianca. Why not? Main event.
You've got more chance with Bianca than you have a fucking Pete's choice.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be Becky until you reminded me she had been drafted. I think
main event. Yeah. Brock Roman. Oh, yes. Man, I can't wait for this match. I cannot wait. Do you know what? And the amount of times we've seen a Brock Roman match, and it's just been like, it's just another Brock Roman match. For a start, I love Brock. I'm sure I've told you all this before, and I'm going to tell you about 1 million times more. But I love Brock. I think Brock's brilliant. But the Paul Heyman element. I can't wait to see where that falls.
See, I don't think this ends at Crown Jewel. The Paul Heyman element of him being apparently both.
No. It's got a long way to go yet.
I could see Roman retaining. I said to Pete before we started, I could see Roman retaining because Brock's a free agent. I could see Brock still winning off Big E.
I'm going for a Roman retain.
I just don't know which way to go on this result. That's the problem. I'm leaning towards Roman at the minute.
Roman is leaving with the
title.
But
it's Brock Lesnar.
I don't know how they can do it, but Roman's leaving with the title.
So yeah, well, I mean, technically, it's a standard match, so he could be win by DQ.
Yeah.
Or retained by DQ, should I say? I don't know.
100% Roman's leaving with the belt.
Go on. I'll do Roman, and then it's up to Link if he wants to make it 3 from 3 or if he's going to go with Brock. It's a hard one. I do think we mentioned it a while ago that we'd love to see it come back and for Heyman to somehow manage both of them. And at the minute, I mean, Big E. We said the next show is Survivor Series. That would be interesting. Just the 2 champions again against each other, like
so.
for nothing. No. So Brock wins it before Survivor Series, and then we have Roman versus Brock just for. I mean, we'll just unify the titles, but no, just for neither title. Or for you can make it a Paul Heyman on a stick on a pole match.
Bruh.
That's a great Survivor Series match.
Bro.
Was he doing Matt Riddle impressions?
It's not Matt Riddle. It's fucking. What's his fucking name? Vince Russo, isn't it? Bruh.
Come on, tell me you wouldn't buy tickets to Paul Heyman on a pole match.
I'd just put match at the end of that because that's not the sort of strip show I want to go watch. Right?
I'd stick Paul Heyman right on the end of a pole. And I'm going to leave it there. You decide. You haven't picked yet, man! Hurry up!
You can't choose against Brock, you know this.
He's going
to go Roman, but he's really sorry to Brock Lesnar.
I can't believe you're betting against Brock.
The thing is, long term, we've been talking, it's going to end up with Roman Rock.
We know it's going to happen.
And I still think it's going to happen.
I still think it's going to happen too. But from all indications now is they're pushing it till next year's, like the next Mania.
Right.
Which means a long old reign for Roman unless they have a break. And this is a good excuse for that break.
Kill the storyline for me if he lost. It would kill that storyline.
No, it wouldn't. You'd pick it back up. It'd pick it back up before that. There's plenty of time to bring it back.
Going undefeated for 2 years and then fighting The Rock. That would make.
I mean, that's worthy. That's worthy of a Rock return, if you ask me.
Yeah, but then The Rock hasn't fucking fought for over 4 years.
It's still like
it's
still like an achievement you get in one of the actual wrestling games. You like, go undefeated and then you unlock The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Overall, 100.
Right, let me break it down a bit. So, at first, I genuinely thought Roman was going to get drafted to Raw, like, before the draft happened. Obviously, he wasn't, neither with the Usos. Brock's now become a free agent, which means he can be on both shows, essentially. So, my thinking is, that means that Brock is essentially drafted to Raw, but they want him to have access to Smackdown for a period of time first before he goes over to Raw. So what I'm thinking at the moment is Brock's going to take the title, spend a bit of time as champion, and before dropping it back to Roman and going back over to, and then being solely to Raw.
It's brave. You betted against Roman Reigns. You're getting against the best Roman Reigns of his entire career, and probably of his entire career.
But it'll be a Paul Heyman thing. If it is, it'll be a Paul Heyman thing. Like, it won't be. And that's the X factor in this match. It'd be Paul Heyman that makes the difference, not Roman. If you know what I mean.
Then the thing is, they couldn't carry on with the Heyman Roman storyline. They need to carry on with that. For me, they need to keep them two together.
See,
the smugness of Heyman being there.
But I agree, and at the same time I don't, because Roman has become that good on the mic. Like, even
Roman could definitely talk about it.
Even on Saturday night, Friday night, with the signing of the contract, like just the Roman and Brock back and forth, I thought was really good.
Yeah, but just the Heyman standing behind him with the belt looking smug.
It does. It boosts everybody. It boosts everybody. So, are you sticking with Brock? And you're sticking with that?
can't.
Life or death situation.
I know it's not that big a deal.
But it is!
But like, it's a difficult one. It really is. And I know I say it every time and I get stuck on it, and I'm just like, I don't know. But yeah, this is, I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Like the funny John Cena face there.
And it's really easily this one.
Okay, I'm going to go Brock just to be different from you guys, but I just, yeah, it could go either way, this one, honestly, like either way.
Right, so I mean, that's the end of the predictions. I must say, lads, there's a couple of dodgy matches in this that I'm not excited for. There's a couple of different ones that you guys aren't excited for. But I must say, on paper, this has got potential to be the best crown jewel.
I'm excited for pretty much every match on the card.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You strictly said you weren't about Big E, Drew McIntyre, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Goldberg's a bit of a push, but...
Yeah, Goldberg's a very big stretch.
I'm more interested in that than I am Big E. True. Like, I just don't get the appeal of that match. I don't
call guy's name.
I don't get the appeal of the match. Like, there isn't one for me.
Drew needed a match, and that's all they could give him.
Well,
I think
Big E needed a match.
Realistically, the way that Drew held it for so long, it was always inevitable as soon as Bobby lost it that Drew was going to be back in the title pitch. We said this.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still not, because he's not even on that brand, so he'll be going straight after this. So it's
weird.
Yeah, it's a pointless match.
Ah, well. Sami Zayn didn't want to go, and that's why it was going to be Big E versus Sami Zayn. There we go. Conspiracy solved.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We mentioned Sami Zayn. I don't know when, but we mentioned Sami Zayn. Oh
no, we spoke about Sami before we started the recording.
Yeah,
because he was in the semi-finals of the King of the Ring.
Oh,
and was like, oh yeah, well we don't know why he was in the semi-finals.
No, it was like, oh yeah,
never going to be going.
No, he was never going to go. Anyway, before we get on to any of that crap, because YouTube, we don't want that. Thank you very much, guys. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, and we will see you on Thursday for Crown Jewel.
I'm assuming this is going to be out tomorrow, yeah?
Wednesday.
So tomorrow.
1.
Peace.
Oh, sorry, 1. You can make it a Paul Heyman on a stick on a pole match.